Only a fool learns from his own mistakes. The wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Politics is the art of the possible, the attainable, the art of the next best. Fools learn from experience. I prefer to learn from the experience of others. God has a special providence for fools, drunkards, and the United States of America. One day the great European war will come out of some damned foolish thing in the Balkans, 1888. People never lie so much as before an election, during a war, or after a hunt. When you want to fool the world, tell the truth. Preventive war is like committing suicide out of fear of death. Never believe anything in politics until it has been officially denied. Laws are like sausages. It's better not to see them being made. It is the destiny of the weak to be devoured by the strong. Be polite. Write diplomatically. Even in a declaration of war, one observes the rules of politeness. The secret of politics? Make a good treaty with Russia. Faust complained about having two souls in his breast, but I harbor a whole crowd of them, and they quarrel. It is like being in a republic. Crowned heads, wealth and privilege may well tremble should ever again the black and red unite. After the split between anarchists and Marxists in 1872, man cannot control the current of events. He can only float with them and steer. Fools say that they learn by experience. I prefer to profit by others' experience. The great questions of the day will not be settled by means of speeches and majority decisions, but by iron and blood. Follow those who feed them. Politics are not a science based on logic. They are the capacity of always choosing at each instant, in constantly changing situations, the least harmful, the most useful. The main thing is to make history, not to write it. The statesman's task is to hear God's footsteps marching through history, and to try and catch on to his coattails as he marches past. People never lie so much as after a hunt, during a war, or before an election. Politics ruins the character. I have a burden on my soul. During my long life, I did not make anyone happy, either my friends, nor my family, nor even myself. I have done many evil things. I was the cause of the beginning of 3 big wars. About 800,000 people were killed because of me on the battlefields, and their mothers, brothers, and widows cried for them. And now this stands between me and God. We live in a wondrous time, in which the strong is weak because of his scruples and the weak grows strong because of his audacity. Not by speeches and votes of the majority are the great questions of the time decided. That was the error of 1848 and 1849, but by iron and blood. If there is ever another war in Europe, it will come out of some damned silly thing in the Balkans. An appeal to fear never finds an echo in German hearts. Life is like being at the dentist. You always think that the worst is still to come, and yet it is over already. Politics is the art of the possible, the science of the relative. Politics is not an exact science. The Balkans aren't worth the life of a single Pomeranian grenadier. A conquering army on the border will not be stopped by eloquence. Political judgment is the ability to hear the distant hoofbeats of the horse of history. In order to retain a certain respect for sausages and laws, one must not see them being made. The life of a man is like a game of chess, which he plays according to his art. What we learn from history is that no one learns from history that which. Woe to the leader whose arguments at the end of a war are not as plausible as they were at the beginning. Lord takes care of babes, fools, and the United States. The position of Prussia in Germany will not be determined by its liberalism but by its power. That which is imposing here on earth has always something of the quality of the fallen angel who is beautiful but without peace, great in his conceptions and exertions but without success, proud and lonely.